Hey guys, hope you're well. Thank you for taking time out to watch this webinar. I can assure you that you will gain lots of value from this webinar and have lots of aha moments. You will also want to use my proven system to add lots of new customers to your business that will help it grow. My promise to you is I will show you how to find lots of qualified brides that are looking to book their wedding flowers. And trust me when I say they will happily book their flowers with you and won't go anywhere else. This will put you in a much better position than your competitors, and you can even increase your prices as you are offering added value upfront. First thing I want to do is a few housekeeping rules. You owe it to yourself to give your full attention. This will seriously be a game changer for your Florist business. Please turn off your mobile phones, turn your TV off, pets and children out of sight. A brief background about me. My wife and I opened our florist in 2005. We quickly realized running a florist was much tougher than we thought. We started spending less time with the children and earning less money than before. For the first 3 years of running the florist, we really struggled financially to the point that a family member would help us cover the payments for the house mortgage. Just imagine what that felt like, not being to pay my own mortgage and struggling to make ends meet. We had enough by 2009 and decided to sell the business. Being in the peak of the recession, no serious buyers come forward. So we didn't manage to sell and get out. So we battled on living on whatever was left over after paying all the expenses and overheads. We needed more customers using us to push things forward in the business. We had already tried leaflet drops, newspapers and magazine articles. We even tried a billboard ad once. Nothing really seemed to work. In 2013, I opened a Facebook account for the business and started posting our pictures on there and slowly started to build a local following. I kept this up for a few years, just posting pictures on there, building an audience of a few thousand followers. But no real extra income or business was coming in apart from the odd customer now and again. Our break came through last year in 2016 when, after a year of doing a lot of networking, I found my mentor. He was a social media expert and was using Facebook to drive customers to businesses without all the hassle and headache to the business owner. We worked together for a while and he helped my business grow, especially our wedding bookings. On some Saturdays this year, we would have back-to-back wedding consultations for the whole day without me having to book a table at a wedding fair. In 2016, we watched a program about florists which once bloomed have now suffered at the hands of supermarket domination. I remember a lot of florists I bumped into were all talking about the program and it was all doom and gloom. I'm not one to back down and turn the other way. After all, we as florists are very skilled at what we do. From that moment on, with a lot of testing different ads on my own florist business this year, we decided to help other florists get the same results without having a huge budget, using up time they haven't got, or using marketing agencies who don't understand the industry. I speak to many local florists, and most of them have a very small social media presence and don't understand the importance of it and what can be achieved. With the knowledge I have of the florist industry and running my own florist since 2005, and also with the knowledge of marketing my own florist online, I believe I can help serve other florists and the industry overall by driving more customers to use local florists rather than the supermarkets or online businesses that don't have a local presence. So we decided to create a platform ourselves to help other florists grow their business without being taken advantage of or not knowing which area to focus your marketing on. Florist Lead Generation Agency was born in 2017. With everything we have learned over the last 15 years, we now have set up an office and work on the business rather than in the business. We are able to now dedicate a lot more time to other things that we are passionate about. Why am I telling you this? Because I've taken the beating. I've tried and tested everything there is to test. Leaflets, newspapers, wedding fairs, billboards. We are on all social media platforms, but nothing really works to get new, consistent customers. We have spent thousands over the years on ads, and on companies who say they can get results. I have made the mistakes so you don't have to. Look, we open a business to enjoy what we do and to have a little more money, more time freedom and more time with family. But the opposite happens. You end up in a job, you end up working in the business rather than on the business. The only way to get out this cycle is getting more business and hiring the right staff to cover the work so you can step back a little. Just as we have, using this method that I will show you. Now, I've got a question for you. How would you feel getting new customers ringing you instead of you chasing them? How would you feel not to ever worry about where the next 20, 30 wedding bookings are going to come from? Having that peace of mind and knowing that brides were going to come to you instead of the other way around, using a method that doesn't take up any of your time. There is a 5-step system that we use. Like I said before, we have tried and tested pretty much everything else ourselves and paid others too. This is a system that works all day long, and the system that has helped us with our florist business. This system converts. A new customer comes into the system looking for your service, and the system in the back end does all the conversions, and you get a pre-qualified customer who's interested in your service and will get on the phone to call you for a wedding consultation. 2, they have already been converted. They know what you're offering, so they just want to speak to you to take up the offer and to make sure you are real. 3, they will automatically get a thank you from you with a number to call and book in for a wedding consultation. 4, when they come in for the consultation to go through their requirements, as they are already pre-qualified because they like what you're offering, it's an easy close. We always have a follow-up system for the ones that don't book a consultation. As we have their email address, we have a follow-up system. This system reminds them that you are available and you are still here, and you want to give them a good service as soon as they are ready to buy. What will happen is, because you're always in sight, you will always be in mind. Soon as they think flowers, they will think about you. Okay, now the first step. Your business can be promoted on many platforms like Facebook, Google, and so on. In this example, I will use Facebook just as an example. What we do is identify where are my customers. Where will my potential customers be? Are they on Facebook, Instagram, or are they going to be on other platforms? For this example, we will use Facebook ads. Now, what happens is when we put an ad on Facebook, when someone clicks on it, it sends them to your website. This type of ad does not work. Trust me, I've tried it on so many different levels because there is no conversion funnel. So what we do is send them to a value opt-in page. So for example, if I'm a bride looking for a florist for my wedding, what will happen is as a bride, I'm looking for options for a good florist. So what you do is give something of value, like a PDF document of something like three things brides should avoid when booking their wedding flowers, or top 3 tips to save you money on your wedding flowers. You can also give them a discount offer like £75 discount voucher to spend towards your wedding flowers. Now this will allow you to capture their details. Once you have captured their details, this will allow you to call or email them to see if they found the PDF useful, and then ask them to come in for a consultation to see if we can help them. If you offer a discount voucher, then they will contact you to book a wedding consultation and claim the offer. This conversion system only needs to be done once, and that's it. This is one method of getting qualified leads coming to you. Your phone will be ringing with brides wanting a consultation with you. Just to give you an idea, we can have back-to-back appointments on a Saturday starting at 9:30 a.m. and the last consultation being at 4:30 p.m, allowing 30 minutes for each first appointment. And 99% of the time, they will book with us and leave a deposit on their first consultation. Why? Because we have already given them value upfront. This is one example. Place an ad on Facebook. They go to a value opt-in page. The offer says maximum of 5 weddings allowed. This is a scarcity tactic. When a product or service is limited in availability or perceived as being limited, it becomes more attractive. They then get a thank you page with a number to call you to book a consultation. You book them into your diary. Finally, secure the booking by taking a deposit. Now look, when a customer needs something, they need something. When a bride needs flowers, some florist somewhere will provide that service. So my question to you is it going to be you or is it going to be someone else? And the difference between you and someone else is by you having a system in place that can convert your leads into sales automated. I'll show you some other methods as well. Number one is the method that I use that I showed you above. But you can also book a table at a wedding fair, print leaflets, use newspapers and magazines. There are so many different ways. In the past, we have booked a stall at a wedding fair as a way to attract brides to book their wedding flowers with us. The only thing is that there is an awful lot of time and effort involved. There's a lot of prepping involved beforehand, getting all the samples ready to put on display to showcase your work, from bridals to bridesmaids to buttonholes to arrangements, then the loading and the unloading, the setting up, somebody spending, or two people even spending all day there, then to take everything apart again and bring all the flowers back to somehow use up without wasting anything. What a process to go through to get potential brides to use you. Let's be honest, you can only do a few of them a year as there is a lot of time and effort involved. With our proven system, it can be run automated in the background all day, every day. Now you might already have a lot of companies calling or emailing you about standing out online or helping with your website. What a lot of these companies do is just place an ad on their platform like Yale.com. Yes, you might get a few sales, but it's nothing special. They are not really converting customers. I'll give you another example. I typed in wedding flowers, Coventry and Nuneaton in Google. There is about 30 miles between the two cities, but still the same companies show up. There's a lot of companies out there with big ad budgets and advertise in a lot of areas. And a lot of the time they take up places on page one, which then reduces your chances of appearing on page one as a local florist. Again, I've also tested Google Ads, and it's simply not a consistent amount of work coming your way. The issue with a lot of sites on Google is they don't have a clear call to action. If you click on a website for wedding flowers, then you would expect to be taken straight to the wedding page with a clear call to action, but instead you end up on someone's homepage with plenty of other distractions that they don't really need. You need to understand your target audience. Where do they want to be? Your landing page should be very, very simple, and should be a clear call to action. When a customer comes to your page, how will you now make the process simple for them to leave the details with you? Once you have your potential customer's attention with the system I have shown you, the value or discount offer will bring them to a free consultation. You just then need to book the whole wedding. Take a deposit and offer upsells like thank you bouquets, wedding balloons, cake knives, or other gifts that you might stock. Now what you have is a conversion funnel. So this is what a conversion funnel looks like. You have an ad, then you have a landing page to capture details, then we have a thank you page that tells them to book an appointment. They then come in to see you for a consultation where you secure the booking and take a deposit. Not forgetting this is a customer for life. They will also recommend you to their friends and family. Now this system is what you call a conversion funnel. Most people don't know about the conversion funnel, and that's why they fail at marketing their business and they think marketing is difficult. Most people just place an ad and send the customer to the homepage. That's it. They don't do any of these steps, but this is where the conversion happens. Through this process is where the conversion really happens. If you use Google pay-per-call, it's even easier. What you do is place an ad and the phone rings. There are so many issues with this as well. You can't capture the customer's lead details. The reason you want to capture the lead details is that you can have a customer for life. as you will always be reminding them about the business in a positive way, which doesn't mean you're going to be bombarding them with emails to say buy from us, but you're going to give them value, like tips on how to make their flowers last longer. Because when you give customers value upfront, they will always remember you first. Then what you have is a follow-up system. So what happens is if you have an ad that goes straight to your homepage, how many people will actually take action from a homepage? So you end up losing so much of your ad budget. But once you have the details, you want to follow up with them because they are looking for a service and you need to be there to provide it. So remember, not all customers will buy immediately. So even if they speak to you, they might want to think about it. But you know they will still need it. So what you need to do is to make sure you stay in their minds until they are ready to buy. So let's say they spoke to you yesterday and they said, let me think about it. And 2 days go by. You want to make sure that you stay in their minds. How are you going to do this? Because they have already given up their details. So what you do is to send them emails giving them value of your service. It doesn't mean you're going to be selling to them and saying buy our flowers or book your flowers with us. If you need help with these things, we can help you with the sort of things you can use to give them value upfront. It's actually very simple to do and set up. For example, as a florist, we can give upfront value by emailing our customers with tips, like 3 simple steps to help your flowers last longer at home, or 3 tips to help you choose the right flowers for your wedding if you're on a budget. At the bottom of your email, you would write, if you need help or any assistance, then please call us and we are more than happy to help or give you advice. Then you send another email and another email for up to 7 to 10 days, all 2 days apart. You can even send them text messages at the appropriate time. There might be a lot of people thinking this might be intrusive, but remember, these people need your service. You've given them value and they have taken the choice to give up their details. If they don't want to receive your emails, they can always unsubscribe and they'll come off your email list. It's simple. If you send out 100 emails and one person books a wedding with you, is that not worth it? Now, the second benefit for capturing their details is once you have spent your ad budget to capture emails, you can get more custom from the same emails in the long run without spending on ads again. How? Because they are already in your system. You can now send out a broadcast email bringing them back into your business, so you don't need to pay for them again. That's the beauty of building a business correctly and setting up a proper funnel. So guys, I hope you're enjoying this webinar so far. Once a funnel is set up and working in the background, you can now focus on what you need to, like your business, your staff, or just a little more time off once the business has grown. Remember, you don't need to know how to do it, but must know what is involved. You can hire someone to put this into action for you. So just to recap, setting yourself up for success through the funnel. Book a call with us, start getting results in 7 days. I've shown you the strategy, the funnel, and also how to follow up. I hope you guys are enjoying this and getting a lot of value from this. It's taken me years to perfect and understand this. It's hard to put into a 30-minute webinar presentation. There's a lot involved. If you like what I have shown you, you can take what you have learned and get someone else to help you to set this up or learn to do it yourself. But if you do want to discuss this with me and how to implement this client getting model, or even for free advice, all you need to do is book a consultation with me below. Click the button below the video to book a free consultation session. Now listen guys, I'll tell you openly, honestly and transparently, your business can expand. I've been there myself. You want to grow, but the business doesn't allow you to grow, especially as a business owner. You do everything yourself, so you don't have time to market and grow the business. The business doesn't allow you the time to grow. Sometimes what happens is, as florists, we are very good at what we do and are very talented. So we go into business ourselves with a passion for flowers, but not knowing or having any training of how to run a successful business. We end up making a lot of mistakes along the way, especially when it comes to marketing, budgeting, and having a growth plan. I had to figure out myself what growth can my business handle with my current team without hiring any more staff. So when I reached that target, I then hired more staff afterwards. I'm a big believer that there's always a way to achieve your goals and targets. You just need to learn how or find someone who can help you. I'm good at analyzing where the growth lies in a business. It's not just about getting new customers, it's sometimes making more from the customers you already have. Or looking at maybe increasing your makeup charge or your markup on your flowers. These are just a few ideas and avenues you can take. What happens to a lot of us is we are so involved in our business that we forget to work on our business. The fundamental reason why you can't work on your business is because you are not getting enough customers that allow you to buy yourselves out from there. Guys, if you have liked what I have talked about and I have given you great value, then book a free consultation with me. I'll give you the most accurate and honest advice on how to grow your business. Thank you very much for listening to me and taking time out. Speak to you soon.